Gather around. Welcome back to the Thousand Dare Radio. Today is Friday, August 29th, 2025. And guess who's exhausted? Can you see me raising my hand? My hand is way up. All right, I can hear that little violin playing just for me. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Who got the last video? I think it was some kind of crazy landslide. Probably my fault uploading it on the way to work where I only had one bar. But anyhow, it is what it is. Life isn't fair and neither is the first. But winners must be named. BJ.com takes the first. We who are about to stack, salute you. Hit that like button, friendo. I've been disciplined for quite some time. And I made some smart moves. So I got a bit of gold. Is having a bunch of gold going to be the answer to all of my problems? No. Could having a bunch of gold be the solution to many, many problems? Yes. I'm glad I own it, and I would like to acquire much, much more. It's so beautiful, and it makes you dream so hard. It's easy to lose perspective. And frankly, this stuff is so covetable, it can paralyze your financial moves, which is likely a good thing most of the time. I don't know about you, but I think most of the time, impulses to spend usually aren't that productive. Sometimes when I see opportunities and I keep it balanced and diversified, but I got this gold, and sometimes I feel like the capital is just sitting in the penalty box. I probably shouldn't feel that way, though. It's been a good couple years for the gold. And my goal is to have 20 of these centenarios. I like these coins so much. Each one contains 1.2 troy ounces of gold, and they're 90% gold. So with the 1.2 troy ounces of gold plus some copper, it makes a chunky coin with a beautiful rose gold color. And the common date premiums aren't so bad. You pay about the same as you would for a Krugerrand. Percentage-wise, remember, this has 1.2 troy ounces of gold. I managed to get a few of these for spot, or the market price of gold. They're beautiful, and I know it sounds ridiculous when I say they're not expensive. They certainly are pricey these days, but in comparison to other gold products, I believe the price is right for these. And again, they're beautiful. They have a great message. This is what I'm gonna stack. And this is what I have been stacking. When I said they have a great message, everything about this coin, the symbolism, the words, are the most inspirational for your buck. The security edge says Independencia y Libertad, which means independence and liberty. Winged victory is on the obverse, looking very angelic. And the eagle eating the snake on the reverse, symbolizing good triumphing over evil. I think the world could really use some of that right now. What do you think? I think this is just the most beautiful bullion play. I get these for about the same price as I would pay for some bland bar. Honestly, I never really thought I would have so many of these. I was so stoked when I got the first one. When it comes to gold, I think if you want more, you gotta be more. Gold may be mostly inert, but the carriers are not. Certain things we do either repel or attract people that carry this stuff. The gold hodlers. A big part of it is consistent work. Because let's face it, if you want some of this stuff, you're going to have to hand over some filthy fiat. But as you start to get it or acquire more and more of it, gold is just like anything else. Like attracts like. The more you make your world golden, the more doors open up to golden worlds. It's a pretty simple concept. I mean, people feel more secure showing you their big gold coins and bars when you have some big gold coins and bars yourself. So I guess what I'm noticing is this path, just like many other paths, gets easier the more you travel it. It's always stuck in my head when people say, well, who am I going to sell a 1 ounce gold coin to? That says a lot if you really think about it. And I'll say years ago, I wouldn't have a friend, or I did not have a friend that would be able to buy a 1 ounce gold coin from me, nor would they want to. I have many friends now that would buy these from me. Some of them want to buy all of them from me. And now that I think about it, it feels pretty good realizing that I have elevated my world somewhat. In a lot of ways, I'm realizing things that I did not necessarily think were possible for me are very possible. And though right now, I'm starting to have an appreciation for how much I've truly changed things. Well, I want more. And why not? Is that a bad thing? I don't want more for nothing. I'm ready to do some stuff. Oh, that reminds me, I've been walking 18,000 steps a day. Today is day 3 of that. I got up at sunrise and walked pretty far today already. The goal is 18,000 steps a day for 90 days. I'm exhausted and in pain, but my spirits are so high. Mentally, I feel great. Maybe a little less creative. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to keep these videos coming too. But I gotta say, that 18,000 steps a day is my first priority. I kinda opened the floodgate for the first week on dietary restrictions, which there's like none right now, pretty much. Once I get a week behind me or so, I'll taper off the garbage disposal eating habits. There's pretty much no restrictions, but I don't eat from the deep fryer. And I mostly avoid sugary snacks. So I guess we'll see how it goes. The last Centenario I paid $4,120 for. I'm due to buy another one in January, so it's probably going to be very interesting. In fact, thinking about it now, I feel a little anxious. I think it's probably going to cost a lot, and I feel like I signed on to buy a used car every 6 months, and I don't make a lot of money at my job. In fact, I don't make any money at my job. I make filthy fiat promissory notes. Paper promises to pay with more paper promises. Doesn't that sound rich? Yeah, I think so too. But either way, I don't make many of those either. But I do have multiple income streams, so I'm going to do something this month. I'm going to put up some dry erase boards, and I'm going to chart income. I'm going to really focus on getting my income up. As you may know, I flip comic books on eBay, but I'll probably start selling other things on eBay as well. I might even sell my neighbor's things on eBay. I get a bit of income from YouTube making these videos, so I'm going to try to stay on that and try to grow everything. Grow the channel. Maybe I'll even push some swag on you. I don't know if I want to do that. If I do it, it has to be a high quality. So I imagine my adoption and sales of swag will be very slow moving. And thirdly, I may pick up some extra shifts at work. I may not. I don't know. I want to try to keep my day balanced. And again, remember, I'm doing the 18,000 steps a day while doing all of this. So we're going to see something's going to break a bit, I'm sure. There's going to be a lot of pressure all around, and I think it's going to make for some pretty entertaining dynamics with the videos. You will hear the joy of success and the pain and suffering in my voice, and that should make for pretty good entertainment. And I'm sure we're going to find some gems in there too. This is going to be practical because I'm out for more gold. So I got to force some evolution. All right, I got to get out of here and get to my crummy job, which I'm very grateful for. If you're new here and you'd like to stack with, perhaps for many, many years, subscribe, stick around. And if you have not already, can you please hit that like button and help me expand this wealthy community of ours? There's a lot of thousandaires now, but we need many, many more. They're waiting for us. So hit some buttons, push that algo, and it's much appreciated, friendo. I mean it. Gratitude. That is it. That is it. Thousandaire Radio, wicked job. Join the pen pals. You can now write me at The Thousandaire Collector, 1700 Sullivan Trail, Suite 7, Box 111, Easton, Pennsylvania, 18040. Don't forget to include your info so I can put you on my mailing list.